Hey YouTube. When our house was originally built, we had a gravel driveway. Well, it was crushed dust really, but it still made a reasonable driveway. The problem was, and still is, that when it rains, a lot of the rain flows straight down the driveway. Over the years, this has carried a good deal of the surrounding dirt with it, and by flowing over the gravel, the dirt tends to drop down into the gravel, and it's left enough dirt particles behind that our gravel driveway is now completely buried under it. My wife and I considered several solutions, and we finally settled on the idea that I would design and build a gravel grader to resurrect the existing driveway from beneath the sands of time. Once this was done, we could extend the driveway, maybe make a little circular driveway in front of the house, run it down past the side of the house to where we keep the trailer and things in the backyard, and the gravel grader would always be around to maintain it. So this is a build of the gravel grader. I hope you enjoy it. Here's some of the gravel grader parts laid out there. I've put part numbers on them. There's a stack of 12s. That's the mounting brackets for the fingers of the grader. A pair of 6s. A pair of 15s. A pair of 14s. Here's some 8s, and I didn't have any 200mm wide by 6mm plate, but I did have some 100. So what I've done is I run a bead of TIG, weld them together, they come out nice and flat. They'll be just as good as a full solid plate, and they allowed me to use up some of the smaller stuff I had laying around, left over from other things. The 16 there, which is a leveler, the gravel leveler. The 13, which is the mounting for the number 12 brackets for the fingers. I've got a lot of pieces to drill with holes all in the same spot, so I've made up this simple little jig to hold them, clamped it onto the drill press, and then all I have to do is put it in between the boards, slide it up to the nail, and I'm ready to drill. I'll get all of them the same, and minimal effort. It should be a fairly quick sort of job. Just like that, for all 14 of them. Well, this is the first chance I've had to really make use of my hypertherm since I got it. It's taken a bit longer than I expected. I had the jobs planned when I bought it, but I've had other things crop up in the meantime, done a few smaller projects, and now at last we're onto it. Made this little jig up here. The holes are spaced at the right distance apart, and the nozzle fits down just neatly into that one. The other hole's the same size as the bolt hole in the tab I'm making. Stick a bolt in there, see how we go. That one's a little bit rough as I had so much trouble getting him started. Let's try another one, see how it goes. Okay, well, for the purposes I'm after, that's not too bad. Nozzle's getting stuck. Might help if I ease the nozzle hole a little bit. I'm just going to eyeball these. I think I can do it. And if I'm wrong, I'll be kicking myself. Plasma cut is good. I have heard that it puts all the heat into the cut and there's not a lot of heat goes into the surrounding metal, and that would appear to be true. Concept was okay, I just got to perfect the implementation, get that a bit better. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the concept actually. Probably a little bit thinner metal making that jig. I should use something about 1.6mm, about 1/16 of an inch. Instead I used an 1/8. I think that was just a bit thick for the job. I'm going to cut the teeth of the gravel grader now, and I need to cut them on the plasma. In order to get them all consistent, I'm going to cut a template. This is a top plate off an old computer. It's probably about 0.8, 0.9 of a millimetre, so somewhere between a 32nd of an inch and a 16th of an inch for those of you across the Pacific. Cut out a pattern and then I'm just going to clamp that onto the 1/2 inch material I've got, 12mm material. Hopefully that'll let me do a nice cut around it with the plasma cutter. Oh gee, the nibbler made short work of that, and a nice neat straight cut. Well, almost straight, I did go a little bit off there. Be straight enough for what I need. Well, basic size, now to cut the shape. So 225 down there. And cut 50 wide. Now connect these couple up. Right, and there's the shape marked out we want for keeping this piece down there. That's going down there and down there. Just want to take that pencil line away. There's my template. Now clamp that on the 75mm by 12mm stock that I've got. That's about 3 inches by 1/2 inch. And see if I can cut him with the plasma. That's the theory. Oh, sugar. And after doing that, I just realised that I didn't allow for the width of the plasma torch. I've got to cut that again, make it a little bit undersized so that the plasma torch leaves the right size behind. Now, I reckon about 3.5mm undersized will work. I only need to do one side at 3.5, so that's 46.5. I'm making this into a template to cut with a plasma cutter, and I just realised I've got a flat edge here. If I want to get a really straight line, I could clamp a straight edge or something along and just run along the straight edge, and that would give me a really straight cut with this nibbler. Anyway, there is my template. I've just got to fix a couple of little ripples in him. Let's pack a little bit away and break out the plasma cutter. That fan you can hear in the background stirring up a hurricane is the plasma cutter. I've cut some of these fingers already and just got 3 more to go. Okay, one left to cut. So think about this one a little bit differently. I'm going to leave this piece of scrap on the end for my ass until I cut all the rest off, and I'll make him the last cut. I've marked out the approximate positions where I'm going to weld the mounting points for the fingers. I'll clean up this metal now on both sides where they're going. Clean up the fingers themselves, ready for TIG welding. And then we'll get to and do a little bit of welding on them. Then I guess it's back to the plasma cutting to finish making the parts, and then I've got the chop saw to go to cut out some more SHS for the frame. I've started to weld these finger mounting tabs onto the cross member. Finger tabs are part number 012, cross member is part 013. I've just tacked one at this end. I'm going from each end, I'll meet in the middle. Near enough in hole numbers 98mm in. That's about 3 7/8 of an inch. This tack there, what I'm doing to position the next one is I've got one of the fingers shaped up ready, another tab and a thin piece of shim material. Long of it's about 32nd of an inch or so, 16 tops, that'll be fine. And put it together there like that. Clamp them together, make sure they're lined up at the bottom because we need the pin to go through there. And I'll just go get a 1/2 inch bolt and shove through that to make sure it's going to fit alright. And a 1/2 inch bolt, that's long enough to do the job actually. Now, it goes through quite nicely. We can go ahead and tack that up there. Beautiful. Just enough play in there to be nice. Because of the heat generated by all this welding, I'm going to come back and weld these afterwards so I don't burn myself while I'm putting the next lot on. Now from here on in, the first one's the only odd measurement, from here on in we're 125 apart each time. Now shim out. And there we go, nice. Real nice. Okay, and repeat the process. That's all there is to it. And then once we've got them all tacked in there, we'll come back and throw a weld on them all. There we go. Bit far on that little bit of tack I put up behind him off. I can trial him off, standing in the crowd. Now it's just a matter of going along and welding them. I'll just go ahead and weld the rest of these up. Come back when I'm finished. I lost the audio here, but I was explaining that I used the plasma cutter freehand to cut the arcs. That didn't work too bad. I'm sure the arcs will be fine for guiding the bolts and limiting the amount of swing in the arms, but they could have been better if I had made a proper radius guide for the plasma cutter. And while they're okay, they're just not as neat as they could be. So I guess the moral of the story is, when you do it, if you do it, make yourself a decent guide and cut some nice neat radiuses. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video. We'll continue to build next week. I'm not sure how many episodes will be in this series yet. That depends on how the editing goes. As usual, there's free plans on my website if you'd like to download them and build one for yourself. If you want to make sure you catch the rest of this series, please click like and subscribe. Until next time.